Good afternoon, everyone. It's Sheila here in Boho Daydreams, and welcome to my channel. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday and that you're getting some good quality crafting time in. I always wait for weekends, and every day is the same to me because this is just what I do. I enjoy making messes in my Celia, but it seems that when Friday hits, it always has this feel about it, and it feels like, whoo, it's the weekend. So here we are. Looks like we're heading back into winter again. It's been super summery. Now I see the clouds rolling back in over the mountains, obscuring the mountains. So it's probably going to start snowing again. We're going to see winter come back. So what I have here is packages that I curated a couple of weeks ago. And I just didn't have time to post them. I didn't have time to make a video. And so I'm going to do a video now, and then I'm going to post them into the Facebook group Boho Daydreams. And generally that's what I would do, but I found that there's a lot of people that follow my channel that aren't on Facebook, or they're not in any groups. And I don't know who they are, but they email me, and then, you know, they choose from what they see here on my table. So I'm just going to do a little run through of these velvet packages and tell you what's in them. Now, I've kind of deliberated whether I want to put them into my Etsy shop because they have a lot to them, and being outside of Etsy, they're definitely more economical. If they go into Etsy, then I have to add on a bit more to the cost of them. And maybe for some of you that's more convenient because you don't like emailing or you feel uncomfortable about that. I totally understand. So maybe I can get some feedback on that. So first of all, I'm just going to show you, I have some, and I hope the colors are good. I've got my window open, but it's really dark outside, so I don't know if these colors are going to come through quite accurately. So I've got 5 sets of silk ties, and this one here is, it's kind of like a cherry-ish red with a, I don't know, a sage green, a steel blue, and a pink. I don't know if they're coming through correctly. So I'm just going to kind of describe them. Let's see, this one here is a little bit brighter, but it's pretty much accurate. So it's kind of a navy blue, turquoise, turquoise green. And this one here is, yes, this is a steel blue also. And these are the pieces, the ties that I have left over from these packages when they don't turn out. So these are ties of all the packages that don't always turn out. So this is a really deep wine. It's a purple wine. This would be the only purple package that I have, and it's a deep wine purple and a dark purple, a lighter purple, and then this is a blush on the bottom. Oops. Always have those silk threads. This here is just golds, bronze, and butter. And this one here is about the same. It's the same. This here is more of an oxblood gold, deeper gold, and this here is a brown. So those are the 5 packages that I have. If you're interested in a package, they have the 4 colors, and each color is about 2.5 yards long, and they range in width from 1.5 inches to 3 inches wide. It just depends on how the silk has torn. So I'm just going to grab a package here and show you. This here is a deep, this is a deep margarita. So you've got the tie, which is 2.5 yards. You've got 2. Oops, I'm missing a piece. You've got 2 velvet silk ribbons, And each one of those ribbons is about 18 inches. And when I cut these, I cut them dry. And then when I have put them into the dye bath, they sometimes will spring back. And I try and stretch them, but that's not always, that doesn't always work. And then there is a piece of the lace that I have, and then you'll find a piece of a fat eighth of the silk velvet. And you'll also, there's also, what is it, 3 yards of the seam binding. And these are all hand dyed by me. Some of them are double, they have a double bath to them, but they're all hand dyed, and some of these colors are accidental, so I can't always make the same twice. So if you see something that you like, just let me know right away, because they're never the same way twice. So also, oh, and they also come with or without beads. And here's my bowl of beads. I've made some up. I need to make some more because I go through a lot of the beads. And there is some artisan beads in here that I put together. Some of these are really old beads. Some of them aren't quite as old. Some of them come from, I don't even know, thrift shops, whatever. So I don't even know how old they are. But they're, for me, they've been hard to come by. So I always look to replace the things that I use. So I don't always find what I'm looking for. So when I do, then I'm always like super, super happy. So there's one red package, and this is a very deep, deep, deep red. And like I said, they come with or without the beads. So I'm just going to show you some of the colors. And these are kind of like a harvest pumpkin. If you think pumpkin, then you're pretty much on with the color that they are. They're looking a little bit golden here in the screen in front of me, but they are definitely more harvest. These are lighter version of that. This one's buttery, and this one's just a little bit lighter, a little bit darker than the butter. There is one seafoam. Look at the pretty beads on that one. Beautiful, beautiful. So there's one of those. I have, and I recreated these. I have gone through a lot of these, and these are the ones that I find are the hardest to curate because they're so light that if there's any sort of blemish, it shows up. So these ones here, these take a little longer for me. So there's 3 of them, and I already have some beads on them. And that would be the cream blush. There's also one of the darker peach colored package, and this has a satin ribbon with it instead of the piece of lace. That's what I used originally. There's one of the deep mahoganies left. Those went very, very quickly. And this one here is a recreate, and I'm so happy that I actually recreated this one. This one's an oxblood, and it's very, very, very deep, and it's very lush. Like, I found a new way to dye these, and so they come out and they are just so rich. So there are 4 of those. Oops. This one's fallen apart. This one here is more of a deep, it's more of a deep purplish red. But there's so much modeling in this. Look at the beautiful modeling of the silk tie. Oh, I just love that. And that only happens by mistake. There's nothing intentional with that. This is a deep navy too, with a hint of purple in it, because navy will dye purple if I'm not careful. I believe this, and I think there's one more in here. This is very close to the black orchid that I created by mistake. And the pieces want to slide out. And look at the beautiful beads with that one. So it is very, very, very dark. Then there's several of these. These are deep, deep purple. These were supposed to be the black orchids, but they're not. They're a shade lighter than the dark black orchids. Let's see here. Maybe this is, no, this is still a little bit lighter. But they're all sorts. This might be a black orchid. It's hard to say in this light. Yes, this is the black orchid. I think I created two that were actually the black orchid. And then there's one of these, and this here looks blue, but it's not. It's a teal blue. It's a teal blue green. And it's very pretty, and it's the only one I have left like that. Look at the beautiful beads on that. And then there are a few of the margaritas. So that is basically it. That's all I have to show you. I do have some happy mails that I want to video, so maybe I will do that next. But connect with me. Did I put up my information? Oh man, where did it go? Anyway, here it is. Connect with me at scoghill4@gmail.com or my Facebook group, Bohodaydreams. And I'm going to put that in the description box, so it's easy to find. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.